opinion. Like, it's such a bad change. Like, if I average it with all the other changes, it's still a very bad patch overall. Just because of the Zojin thing. Have you been playing PoE 2 at all? Yeah, not a lot, but I play it from time to time, here and there.
Most assuredly, but you, well, just be careful, okay?
I'm level 93 in PoE, more or less.
The gates shall open in 10 seconds.
The problem with PoE right now, though, is it's endgame. Like, I've basically beaten everything except the pinnacle bosses. And if you want to beat the pinnacle bosses, or if you want to, like, even play against them, like, the amount of time they expect you to sink into the game just to play against them is kind of ridiculous. Like, you know, if you're just playing everything legit, they expect you to play like 100 hours for one pinnacle boss fight encounter. I am not gonna be bothered with spending 100 hours for one pinnacle boss encounter. That's not gonna happen. But I've basically beaten everything else in the game at this point, so not much else for me to do. Yeah, it could be a lot easier if you play in a group. I mean, if you have 4 people, it's probably 4 times as fast. 25 hours per pinnacle boss encounter, I think that would be a lot more reasonable. A lot more reasonable.
Bow before your king.
Do you think the game devs are stuck in COVID mindset? Maybe a little bit. I think a lot of it is just they designed the end game for ARPG mains. So it's like okay if you're an ARPG main and that's your only game, that's the only game you're ever gonna play. That is okay for that. But for everyone else, that's way too much time.
Most excellent.
Also, it's not complete. It's like unfinished. It's a work in progress. So you know.
Aid necessary. Most excellent.
This way again.
As much as you love the markets and finance, I'm surprised why you don't just spend all your time earning currency and flipping items on the market.
You improved.
Because it's not efficient for me. It's not efficient for me. I was playing a ton of time in the first week of PoE 2, and then I lent Salma div in the first week of PoE 2, and you know, obviously divs were worth so much. Divs, they still are worth so much, but in the first week they're worth even more. There's not many divs floating around in the first week of the game. And then I was like, okay, exactly how much did I just lend Psalm? I was curious. So I went to Google it. I was like, how much is a div worth? And then I see this like third-party website. I'm like, holy shit, they're already selling divs on these websites. And it was worth like $5.60. And then I was thinking, how long did it take me to get that div? It takes me like an entire day to get that div. So I'm thinking like, so I just work like 7 hours for like $5 if you were to put real money value to it. Yeah, that is not worth it for me. So I'm playing PoE 2 for fun. If I'm trying to flip and make money, I'm gonna do that in the real market, because that's a lot more time effective. Holy shit. They are so kecked. They are so kecked over there. Rep team. Enemy team.
There it is. Gather the seed before your enemy.
So they nerfed Mobius Loop. But they buffed this one back to 15% spell power. So I guess, I mean, you could just go like this build
Choose a
again.
talent.
This build has always been good.
Ability. I almost forgot.
Just this general Chromie build is really strong.
Power of the bronze dragonflight. Of course.
Assistance granted.
That's more than what you would make playing most games. True, true. But well, maybe not for me because like I'm a little bit of a unique case. I literally my living is, you know, I make a living playing games, so for me that's a little different. I could make a lot more playing different games technically, but for most people, yes. For most people, that is more than what they can make playing most other games.
Of course.
A seed has been planted. It will sprout before you know it.
But yeah, I'm not saying I'm not streaming PoE because of that. No, I streamed everything. I streamed a lot of PoE. Yeah, I basically streamed all the bosses, you know, all that good stuff, all the campaign. The question I was specifically answering was, given my degree in econ and my econ background, why am I not just spending all day flipping items on the PoE 2 marketplace? So that's the answer, is because I don't feel like it's efficient.
Admit it. You enjoy that. Double kill.
That being said, though, I did spend a lot of time on that PoE trade website. Like, I spent a good amount of time on the PoE trade website. I did find that fun. Definitely had many tabs of that open.
Enemy withered.
Oh, you've undone my wounds. Thank you.
Yep, this is ranked. We're in plat games right now.
A small start. We'll deal with
Divines are worth 240x right now. That's pretty crazy. That more speaks to how worthless exalts are than anything else, though. I think. Hey, what's up, Tux? Bad day for Nvidia? I know, right? You should have shorted Nvidia. No, the PoE2 has it's like they have third-party sites. They don't have like real money auction house. Not that it's any different. I mean, it's just a third-party money, you know, auction house.
We'll deal with them together.
We have all the time in the world.
There it is.
That seed is ready
This
for
stage dive though.
I
Can't kill him.
suggest you do it now. Choose a talent. Such a weak flesh. Better to be rid of it. That seemed personal.
I knew I could rely on you. Let's get moving.
They're a quant firm. You wonder if they bought puts on Nvidia to pay for their model? Yeah, it's kind of hectic right now because no one has the full information. It's really hard to tell what the actual truth is. Don't know if they're lying or not, or if there's a lot of rumors floating around. I could see that though. That's really clever if they bought like a shitload of Nvidia puts. That would be so clever. Like, that'd be really clever. There's nothing the US could do about it too because they're in China. That would be such a 5-head money-making strategy. Kobe. Too lazy to press another button. Let's just go with this.
Mayhem.
Hey, what's up, QWERTY? Yes. Do you think HOTS can perform a comeback? Maybe a small one. I don't know about like a giant one, but maybe a small one.
Yes, that's right.
For the div conversion, it's just exalts are the new chaos. Yeah, it makes sense. I don't think there's like hyperinflation going on in PoE for everything. It's just that the exalts. It's only inflation for the exalts because they're so common. I played Flicker Strike Monk. Yep, Flicker Strike Lightning Ice Monk.
I'm on my way.
You can search PoE on my PoE2 on my YouTube. I have some videos about my build if you want to see those. They're all on the YouTube, of course. And all the boss fights and stuff. In your opinion, is DeepSeek better than OpenAI? I didn't test it extensively. You know, it's like I don't think I'm not the AI expert that has the capabilities to test it extensively. I tested it briefly. It seemed just as good. And that seems to be the consensus. It's basically just as good as OpenAI. I actually think OpenAI is like so. I think OpenAI is the most questionable. Like if I could short OpenAI, I still wouldn't because I don't short stuff. But I think shorting OpenAI is the best idea in the AI space. Actually, one of the best ideas. I think OpenAI is really overvalued. Oh, I get to test. Okay, so this has like giga cast range now. Oh yeah, I can slow them from a screen away. Yeah, I don't think this is a good change either. Like I feel like this makes the game more unfun as well.
We'll deal with them together.
This should slow things down.
I don't know how much I like this patch actually. I think this patch has quite a few things that makes the game more unfun and more frustrating, which is not great. Show the range. It's pretty far. So if I can cast it, because you can cast it beyond the circle, right? So it's just here, I cast it here, then it's actually all the way down. Like that's only the midpoint. It's quite far. Does a person short Nvidia, and if so, when? Yesterday. Yeah, best time to short Nvidia was yesterday. I don't know about in the future, but it's yesterday would have been the best time. I think the Nvidia thing is a toss-up. It's like no one really knows if it's gonna go up or down more. That one is a lot of uncertainties for Nvidia itself. Because it's already gone down a lot. So some of it is priced in.
A seed has sprouted. Best not fight over it. Hmm?
Mamba Ghost just resubbed for 63 months. They took my ZJ. Look how they massacred my boy.
Agreed. Agreed.
Lofty Sauce 7 just resubbed for 70 months. Suljan, look how they massacred my boy.
Agreed, X2.
Augmented.
You think that guy's having fun? He's not having fun. Oh my god, this is so cancer. I can just slow them from a screen away, dude. Oh, it's so toxic. Look at this shit, you can't even run! They'll just slow you from a screen away. Oh, there goes 85% of your life. There was no point where he could ever reach me, and minus 80% of his life.
Excellent healing, friend.
I will show you a monster.
My little seed is on the verge of spread. Prepare to gather it. I see you have some thorns.
Sorry, buddy. You decided to stand a screen within a screen of Chromie. You're dead.
Quad kill.
Oh, I see you vaulted a screen away from me. I mean, don't mind if I slow you down a little bit there. Better watch yourself,
Isn't
buddy.
nature splendid? Gather that seed for me.
Power of the bronze dragonflight.
Such a
I mean, it's very powerful though. I think Chromie's gonna be really good. Chromie's gonna be really good. Very powerful.
I hope you found this little soiree amusing. MVP.
Yeah, the tooltip doesn't even say it increases the cast range. They didn't even put it in the tooltip. They should do that if they're gonna do that. Unupdated tooltip. You thought Uther has the same attack speed and damage as Stukov? Maybe attack speed, definitely not damage. S tier? I don't know. Maybe.